Hi fellow crafters. This week I learned a new fun fold card idea, and so today I'm going to share that idea with you. This card would make a great birthday gift card idea, but I'm sure you can adapt it for any occasion you need. Shall we get started? If this is the first time that you're visiting my YouTube channel, hi, I'm Terri from nutsaboutstamping.com. I love sharing techniques and project ideas for rubber stamping, paper crafting, and scrapbooking with you each week. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be notified when my next video goes live. Speaking of videos, be sure to watch all the way through this video for my bonus tips and design ideas. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet, I would love for you to choose me. I'll link to my online stores in the description box under this video. Now, I can't wait to show you this cool fun fold idea. For my card idea, I'm going to again use the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. I am so excited about the charming blue and white designs in this paper pack, which were inspired by fine china and wallpaper designs. So this paper includes gorgeous florals, woodland animals, and I don't have one of those. Well, we've got some birds here, but there's another design with bunnies on it. There's nature and ceramic designs. So this is perfect for all your paper crafting needs. And this paper is going to be on special next month, so stay tuned and I'll tell you more about that in another video. I'm going to start off by creating some elements that are going to be used on the fun fold, and I'm going to use the large flower image in the Irresistible Blooms stamp set, and I'm going to ink it up and stamp it down using boho blue. Now there's a matching die in the Irresistible Blooms die pack, so I'm going to grab that and head over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and die cut it out. And while I am over there, I am going to use one of the Scalloped Contours dies and this piece of Night of Navy, and I'm going to die cut this out as well. So I'll be back in a moment. There we go, I've got these two elements ready for the front of my card. Now the next thing I'm going to do is bring in a scrap piece of basic white, and I've got the Hooray It's Your Day stamp from the Irresistible Blooms stamp set, and I'm going to ink it and stamp it down with Night of Navy. And I'm going to stamp my phrase somewhat towards the top, like so. And then I'm going to attach this layer to my Night of Navy scallop. There we go. Now I want to take my flower and I'm going to attach it to this layer by using a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals. Maybe I'll use 3. I want to give it lots of lift, and I'll peel off the tails, and I'm going to attach my flower like so. And now let's get going on the fun fold. For my fun fold card, I am going to be using boho blue. This is one of the new in colors, and I swear it's one of my all-time favorite in colors. Now, in order to create the fun fold, you're going to need your paper trimmer, but not with the cutting blade. You're going to need the scoring blade, and you're going to line it up at the 4 1/4 mark. And you're going to run a score line or create a score line at that mark there. And then you're going to fold it like that. So it's like a little 4-inch square or 4 1/4 square card. And then what you want to do is you want to slide your paper back in your trimmer from the top corner, from the point, down to the fold line or the score line that we just created, and you want to again score it using your scoring blade. And that's all you need your paper trimmer for. Now what I want to do is I want to burnish my folds so that my card lays nice and flat, and then I'm going to open it up, and what I want to do is I want to fold this in on the score line like so, so that it's actually going to eventually sit up like that. So let me show you again. You're going to score it and fold it in half and score it, and then you're going to fold from the bottom up to the top and again score it like that. Now it's time to decorate our fun fold. So for my particular fun fold, I've got 2 pieces of the Countryside Inn designer series paper, and the first piece is going to go on the inside of the card. So I'll adhere that with my multi-purpose liquid glue. Now for the second piece, I'm going to bring my paper trimmer back in, and this time I'm going to use the cutting blade, and I'm going to line up the point in the cutting, I don't know what that's called, track, I guess, cutting track, point to point, and I'm going to cut this piece into 2 triangles. One triangle I will use for another project. Now for this triangle that I am going to use, I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue, and once again I am going to adhere this designer series paper down to the triangle portion of the front of my card. So my fun fold is starting to take shape. Now I want to bring in this layer, and I want to adhere it only to the portion of the fun fold that will be, so I don't want to adhere it flat. I only want to adhere it to the designer series paper part of the front of the card. I hope that makes sense. I'll go ahead and use my, I think I might use my my tear and tape adhesive to hold this nice and firm, because I know this card's going to be opened and closed a lot. All right, it's nice and dry and it's looking great. Now, you might wonder, well, how are you going to get this to stand open as a card? And I'll show you that next. So I have the phrase that says, "I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend." And that is also in the Irresistible Bloom stamp set. And I have a scrap piece of basic white, and I'm going to ink up the phrase and stamp it down using Night of Navy. Now I want to take my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I want to adhere this phrase onto a layer of Night of Navy. So I'm using the same color ink as the layer underneath. All right, that's ready to add to the fun fold. Speaking of fun folds, if you would like to see another fun fold idea, why not watch this video next? Now, to attach my fun fold, I'm going to use 3 Stampin' Dimensionals. And then it's a little bit of an eyeball game to see where I'm going to put my phrase. I do want my card to be able to sit open. So I'm going to put my phrase at the bottom like so. So it still closes and will fit into a regular sized envelope for mailing. It's not the same size as a regular size card, but it'll fit into a regular sized envelope. And then all you need to do is give some instructions to the person who's going to get it to say, look, you open it up and it sits open as a twisted easel card. I think you can guess why I'm so excited that I learned this new technique this week. I love fun folds, and this is a great one to add to my repertoire. Now, obviously, if you want to write a message to your friend, you can write a message on the inside, or you can write it on the back. It is completely your choice. Now, what about embellishments? Now, because I think the card looks quite busy, I am just going to use some Iridescent Pearls Basic Jewels and add 1 in each corner of this card for my final touch. And there we go. My twisted fun fold card is ready to pop in the mail for somebody special. If you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for all of these layers, I will link to my blog article in the description box underneath this video. You can link over there and you can get all the information you need, and I will make sure to also add the product ordering numbers in case you want to hop over to my online store to order the products to make this card at home as well. And I have a question for you. What would you like to see me feature next? Leave me a comment in the description box underneath this video and let me know if there are certain products that you would like me to feature on a future video. I'm Terri. I am nuts about stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.